So the Kem Krest does automotive distribution for the dealerships. So what we do is ship functional fluids, oil, windshield wiper solvent, anything that goes in cars and trucks to the dealerships for most of the major OEMs in the United States and Canada. We'll use a number of different modes. On inbound, we're using truckload, LTL. Outbound is very heavy LTL, small parcels, some truckload. We use some intermodal. We're also buying product from overseas for our accessories brands. What we'll do is we will use a combination of air freight and ocean freight to bring stuff from around the world. We've been on a ERP journey for a number of years now. And we first started with it, we picked a shipping software based on recommendations of consultants. Well, we struggled with it because we weren't getting proper bill of ladings, commercial invoices, the hazmat documents. We were also seeing problems at the end of the day manifest with the likes of UPS and FedEx, which was costing us additional money because they come back and bill you with surcharges on top of it. Or the LTL carriers were not getting the right class of freight. It caused a lot of rework and additional effort on my staff to get it done right. So I'll say about 2 years ago, we started exploring options. And we were recommended by consultants to come to RateLinx. And during the discovery period, we're like, okay, this sounds good. This sounds really good. We're like, is it really this good? Is it too good to be true and everything? So, we did a hard, deep dive into your services and offerings, and it was a number of different people, not only just IT, but logistics, our operations team. We talked among ourselves and we looked at everything. And just about a year ago, we went live with RateLinx. And ever since then, it's been a positive to the point where I'm excited. We were never able to get our non-paying data out of the system. So sometimes Kem Krest would manage the outbound freight, other times it was a customer. Customers will come to us and ask information. We're like, well, we don't know. And we asked IT, can you pull a report? Oh, you got the typical IT. Oh, it's going to take a lot of work and time. It was never clean. Now I go in there right away and I'm able to grab the report for the customer immediately. I'm able to actually see what's going on in and out of our warehouses. The other struggle we faced was not be able to do reprints because stuff happens. We lose bill of ladings. Now anyone can go in there, look up the order number, reprint it, email it out right away. It gave us that greater visibility much quicker and reduced a lot of touch points. Yes, one of the great features, you introduced us to Label Master for hazmat. We really like the feature where if we had to convert something from ground to air, because we do have that because our stuff is a lot of limited quantity designed to go ground, but if we had to air freight something, it gave us a step-by-step instructions for the pickers and packers how to make sure the box is properly marked and labeled to be compliant with DOT, IATA, or Ocean. One of the features I really liked is if I'm unsure who the shipment's going to, because we're dealing with 20 different customers, I'm able to go right away to RateLinx, and I'm able to look up the details, and it shows me all the way down to the code level saying this is for customer A, customer B, customer C. So I don't have to go ask questions, go back into the ERP to figure out. It's right there. It makes my life easier. And the reprint feature also is beautiful. I can reprint labels, bill ladings. Actually, this week we had a carrier. It was a regional LTL carrier showing a shipment coming from Elkhart, Indiana, and going to California. And they charged us for it. It was like high cost. I'm like, didn't make sense. So I went to RateLinx. I was able to print up the bill of lading, and it showed the bill to in Indiana, but shipped from here in Arizona. We're like, your team probably coded the wrong shipper. They used the bill to party. We went into their system. It showed picked up in Indiana at 4 o'clock, checked in Phoenix at 8 o'clock. I'm like, it took me longer to get on my flight out here than it did you get the freight this way. So they had to go back and recheck and adjust the invoice. So there's a lot of good things. But it was so easy to get into the data and information to show right there to person live versus calling the warehouse. Can you scan the bill of lading, the pickup request? Can you show me what was given to the carrier? One thing that stood out to me, Shannon was very involved, right? I don't think most people who are on the Kem Krest side knew who he was with RateLinx. They just thought it was a project manager. The other thing was you delivered on time. And I believe there was very minimal, interruptions or challenges when we first went live, which was unusual on the IT side. When you're implementing something, especially when we were doing a change, we tested before we launched the ERP, so we had a little bit of a runway. But overall, it was a smooth transition. When we start looking at future things, it's like we have confidence in what RateLinx can do for us. One thing I would say is I use some of the bigger ones in the industry. Bigger is not always better because the customization is harder, implementation's longer, and what you have to realize also that the team is based here locally in Scottsdale, Arizona. You're not dealing with developers overseas. It's more real time, and you don't have to wait. Oh, this is a good idea. Let's send it to our development team overseas. But it's quicker, and that's where I think the customization, and you also listen to your customers of what we need, and it helps enhance your platform long term. So when the next customer is looking for, oh yeah, we already have this in place. So it's exciting to see how you are listening to the customer and not sitting there forcing us into this solution.